Hey friends, Iro here, Iro Guru, whatever, and doing Assassin's Creed Odyssey, starting chapter 4 of the main quest line. So, memories awoken. Let's talk to Herodotus at Thermopylae.
If you close your eyes, you can hear them. Their final war cries, before every last one of those brave Spartans perished. Their voices were silenced that day, but their story will be sung for an eternity.
Tell me why we're here, or we have to go. Let's do tell me.
You didn't bring me here to talk about dead Spartans. What's on your mind, Herodotus?
The Battle of Thermopylae still echoes in our hearts. But to stand here is to feel it in your bones.
There's nothing here but ghosts. My concerns are with the living.
Hold out your spear.
My spear? What for?
I need to know something.
This is cool. Hey, Anthony. Yep, no school. That's cool.
Herodotus!
I'm fine. I'm fine. The stories are true. That is the spear of Leonidas. The hero's blade.
You knew the spear would do that? Why was Sparta alone that day? What happened to Leonidas? What happened to the traitor? Let's find out.
Where were Sparta's allies?
The Spartans weren't alone in facing Xerxes and his hordes. Many from across the Greek world were armed and ready to fight alongside Leonidas and his 300. But when the mighty king looked into their eyes and saw fear, he sent them home.
That sounds like madness, not bravery.
It was foretold by the Pythia that Sparta would lose either its freedom or its king to the Persians. Leonidas made his choice.
What happened to Leonidas after the battle?
Xerxes was famous for honoring warriors who fought valiantly against the Persians. But Leonidas infuriated him so much, he cut off his head and impaled it on a pike. A bloody battle ensued, and his remains were reclaimed by the Spartans and buried here. Now, however, He rests where he belongs.
In Sparta. What happened to the traitor, Ephialtes?
King Xerxes paid him well, but treachery breeds treachery. A contract was put on his head, and he died as he lived. A coward.
You knew this would happen.
I didn't know, but I did suspect. There is a place I'd convinced myself was a dream. Until now. A peculiar structure on the island of Andros. Mysterious shapes carved in stone. Like nothing I've ever seen.
You want to sail to Andros so you can show me shapes?
In my travels, I heard whispers of an ancient civilization. A people who came before. Your spear and that place are connected.
You mentioned the people that came before. Who were they?
They were not gods, but they lived far longer than any mortal, and were far more intelligent. I've seen carvings in caves, strange symbols that suggest it was this ancient civilization that created humankind, and provided them with fire.
But Zeus blamed Prometheus.
Yes. Well, perhaps his eagle has been feasting on the wrong liver.
The spear awakened to you, Herodotus. I trust you.
You understand. I will do everything in my power to help you find your mother. I promise. But first, we must sail to the island of Andros.
I'll meet you at my ship.
Okay, time to go to the Isle of Andros, I guess. Huh. That's some interesting story stuff there. That's cool. Very, very cool. Very cool.
Welcome aboard the Adrestia, Herodotus. Will you be traveling with us?
Only for a short trip. I have business to attend to in Athens.
Herodotus is helping me find my mother.
Seeking help from the gods has put Herodotus on your path, just like they put you on mine. They work in ways beyond our comprehension, and all we can do is follow their lead.
You could be right. Herodotus and I share enemies too.
Like Elpinor?
He was, part of a very powerful group called the Cult of Cosmos that controls the Greek world through the Oracle.
Control the Oracle? Impossible! Apollo would not allow that.
Now they're looking for my mother. I need to find her before they do.
And I believe they will hurt others who oppose their views along the way.
By Hermes! The Oracle lost corruption, and now this cult? Do we know who leads them?
I don't know for sure, but I think it might be my sister.
Your sister? By Zeus, your life is complicated.
Tell me about it.
But don't you worry.
Alright. Where are we going? The structure is located on the island of Andros. Well, first of all, where's the island of Andros? Western part of the abandoned forest. Let's see here. Oh, Andros is all the way down here. And there we will go.
Cosmos now has 3 new enemies, and one of them fights like Athena and shits thunder like Zeus. We'll bring the wrath of the gods down upon them.
Is he always this positive?
Always. That's why I like it.
Poseidon, carry us to Athens.
First, we need to go to Andros.
Bet you a bit there's gonna be some ship battles here.
We're going to have to do some upgrades to my ship if we're sailing into war.
What do you mean?
Well, she's old, and perhaps not in the best condition.
You couldn't have said this before we set sail? Where in Poseidon's name are we going to get the supplies?
My father taught me that the sea tanks, and we must do the same. Fortunately, there are plenty of pirate ships in these waters that we can board
row
and
your
take
boat.
from.
What do we wait
Ramming
for?
speed!
Let's hunt the pirates!
Thank you. Just gonna shoot this. Initiate boarding. That's kind of fun. Quest completed. Oh yeah! Let's go kill some dudes. Because it's fun, you know, to kill dudes. Oh, the ship sank before I had a chance. Oh, nope, there it is. Okay. Spartan kick! Off the boat. See you later. Alright, that was quick and easy. I've already upgraded the ship. This hull at least once or twice, so that quest was already completed. Oh, there'd be treasure. There'd be treasure on there. Let's go grab it. Before it sinks on me. Take command. Alright, travel speed. I am level 18 already, huh? I did some side questing yesterday offline. Interesting part of the way this works and the way the other Assassin's Creed game works, Origins, is you have tons and tons and tons of side quests. Oh my gosh, they just don't end. But the main quest, you do main quests for a bit, then you have to, yeah, you do main quests for a bit, and then you're not strong enough for the next step of the main quest, so you gotta go run side quests, make sure you have enough experience and enough abilities to survive the actual main quest, so good times. Still a fun game, although sometimes the travel components take too long. I'd rather just be blowing things up. It's a pretty cool looking town. Oh, I wonder if that's Athens. Probably not, but similar, you know, having that kind of temple on top of a hill. This is the Abantus Islands.
The Bay of Marathon, is it?
Marathon?
You know, the battle where a handful of Athenians pushed back the first Persian invasion? The great Themistocles. King Darius of Persia.
I'm not sure.
The site where the great Theseus slayed the vicious Cretan bull.
Oh, that marathon.
Oh, Herodotus is like, you guys are stupid. That's a beautiful picture, though. You can see the moon's glow to the upper right there. Well, it looks like we need to ram, huh? Ramming speed! You want some? I'll give it to y'all. Flaming arrows! Let's turn and let's ram again! Boom! Beautiful. Oh, 61 wood.
They are headed straight for us.
Uh-oh. So they want some, huh? Let's give it to them! Let's send some flaming arrows.
Wait until they are in range. Watch for those arrows.
Alright, let's ram them while they ram us. Oh yeah. Oh, my health is getting... Oh no, actually it's fine. Ramming speed! Get some loot. Yeah, there we go. Let's ram them again. Ramming speed! Cleave them in half. Oh, that's beautiful. That gives you a lot of wood too, which is excellent because we need that to upgrade the ship. That's the biggest issue we have right now, is not having enough wood. Oops. Now it's L. R2 is spears, right? Yeah. Let's turn around and let's ram them again. Ramming speed! Oh, they're trying to get away. There we go. Alright, let's brace for a moment. And get a little bit off of there, and let's ram them again. Let's cleave them in two. Aw, he's trying to get away. There we go. Try to get in a good position to cleave them in half. Because it's awesome. Keep cowering like chickens. There we go. That's what we needed. Oh, come on now. Come on, get him! Right through! Oh, not quite. Alright. We're gonna cleave it while it's parked. There we go. Ha ha ha! So awesome! Yeah, I can upgrade my ship now. I love that. I bet I can. Yes, I can upgrade my hull. My hull. Holy. Alright, let's get all these a little more legendary characters. Okay, so we have you. So this is the one I need to. Okay, there we go. The Argonauts trophy has been earned. That is so much fun. I'm not lying. I hated Assassin's Creed 3's ship stuff. Then Black Flag was really fun, and this one is really fun. Let me fix something on my screen here.
Alexios, there's a question I mean to ask you.
A question.
Your spear. How did you find it?
My mother told me that the Spartan army brought it back from the Battle of Thermopylae.
Why bring it back to her?
Leonidas was her father.
Incredible! And it gives you visions. Perhaps it's trying to guide you, show you a path.
There's more. It helps me in battle.
What do you mean?
I can't really describe it. It's like I know what my opponent's next move will be, just before it happens.
Fascinating. This is just extraordinary. We are approaching the island of Andros, Alexios.
Yes, here we can see the tomb of the greatest Myrmidon, Achilles.
I was more excited by the fact that Andros exports some of the most expensive marble in the world.
Is this the place with the rumored ancient civilization ruins you were talking about?
It is. Look for a large gate.
Look for a large gate. The ship singing is really neat.
The commander's left the helm!
Here we go! I'm bracing the boat. Guess I could have stayed on, huh? Oh well. They were taking too long. Okay. So, looking at quests. Quests. Alright, get back here. Structure, again. Well, let's read the top part. From the moment he laid eyes on Alexios' spear, Herodotus knew it was special. Before sailing to Athens, he met Alexios of Thermopylae, where the blade last fell from King Leonidas' mighty hand. So it's located on the island. It's on the western part of the forest, and a huge door protects it. Okay, well, we're probably on the west part of the island, more than likely. Ooh, we have a cult member to kill down here. We'll do that also, but take care of that later. I bet it's the glowing. Hi, horse. Somehow you have sailed across the sea and found me moments later after I call. Here we go. It's a boar. Such a boar. Come here, fool. Well, that's not very nice, is he? Spartan kick you right in the butt or the face, whatever. Alright, let's find this door.
Here it is.
Open sesame. There's another boar gonna try to get me, isn't it? We'll just ignore him. Who cares? Call his Boar Island. Jump off, let's go. Aha! What secrets shall we find?
Is that a door?
The door.
I've never seen anything like it before. How do I get inside? I wonder if...
Speaking of boars.
Who's there? Come out!
Hesitation only hastens.
The grave, I no matter.
Your form is improving. Your resolve is strong, but you're not taking action.
I was going to.
I know, but it's the moments in between that decide everything. Your turn.
Leonida's spear.
You're old enough now. My father's spear holds a certain burden, but you're ready.
I felt something.
Huh?
The spear. It has magic.
Carries with it a long line of power. A bloodline of incredible heroes.
This is neat.
The same blood within you and me and our family.
All of us?
Think of Leonidas. He had great courage, and he made a great sacrifice. You share in his blood and the strength he possessed. We are able to feel certain things happening around us. That is our family's gift. But not everyone understands that. Some recognize the power we bear and want it only for themselves. They will try to take it from us.
I won't let them.
I know. You're a warrior. If we keep moving forward, always moving forward, we're untouchable. Storm's coming in.
Then maybe we should move forward now.
Back to the present. Okay, so his bloodline
I haven't forgotten you.
has power in it. Which means he probably comes from the bloodline of Bayek from Origins. Maybe, maybe not, we'll see. At some point I need to do the DLC to Assassin's Creed Origins.
By the gods! Who built all this?
It was an alien.
How does a place like this exist? How could I even explain this to someone like Marcos?
You don't. Marcos is an idiot.
Something's glowing over there.
Well, there was something glowing back there, but you didn't pay attention to it. Oh, it changed. Huh. Let's go here. Ah, that's where the spear goes. Okay.
Forge activated. Synchronizing
Cool.
transmission chronicity. Contact engaged.
Ooh, what's gonna happen? It's exciting. Now I don't know what's gonna happen because it's shifted into a transition screen. Let's go kill people. Yeah, Assassin's Creed. What kind of neat story are we gonna do now? Ah. Well, transition to
The Forge.
I knew I let you stay in the Animus too long. Your vitals are crashing.
You don't understand. This confirms it. Alexios didn't just have Isu technology, he had the means to improve it. Imagine how powerful the staff could be.
I admit, that could be an incredible find. But right now, I'm the doctor, and I take care of you. Now get some rest before you go back to Alexios.
Alright, we'll take
If
a
you
break.
insist, but only because I've got work to do on the outside.
Please, just clear your head. The last thing we need is a cell leader suffering from the bleeding effect and spearing us because we're Hittites or Thracians.
I won't. The Thracians throw great parties.
Don't forget, we're a team. We'll back you up until you're finished your investigation.
I know. Kyoshi secured the loft yesterday and he's keeping an eye out. Elena's on call doing historical research.
And I'm here to talk if you're feeling any confusion from the Animus.
Always the therapist.
What do you think of the mission so
So,
far?
Doctor, how do you feel now that we're closer than ever to the staff?
I believe this staff is important. But the Templars and Assassins have found staves of Eden before. Nikolai Tesla blew one up in Russia, if I remember correctly.
This is different. If what I saw in Egypt is true, this staff doesn't control minds. It controls physics, time. Imagine rewriting the rules of the universe.
The spear you found is right here, and it's not doing anything.
The spear's attached to a bloodline. Leonidas, Alexios, and Cassandra. They were intimately connected to it.
Are you sure you can use the Staff of Hermes, then?
No. But if the Templars get it, they won't stop until they find someone who can.
True that. What do you think of the new Animus?
So, what do you think of my new Animus?
You mean our new Animus? That's Abstergo equipment.
Which I've modified to within a millimeter of its digital life. It's an Animus console prototype, Brahmin variant with the I/O capacities pushed to their max. Ultra portable with more calculating power than NASA and CERN combined.
That's enough for now.
I'll go stretch my legs. Too bad we don't have access to the Abstergo gym anymore, huh?
Membership costs too much.
Like your life. Okay, interact.
Eagles are fine and all, but a pet monkey would be even cooler.
The eagle looks... That's the same eagle that Phoebe gives Alexios at the beginning.
The center of the universe, circa 400 BCE. I should check.
Email. Oh, let's check out all this email stuff. Holy crap, there's a lot to read. Let's go to the bottom and oh my goodness, there's so much stuff. How long has been a while? I tried to message you, but you've been offline. What's happening? My favorite sharp dressed man. Blah. Greetings and salutations. Sorry, lots been going on. I jogged off to clear my head and focus on what's important. Next. What's wrong? Is it Aaron? I just checked and he's offline too. Please tell me you two are alright. I'm sure you'll be fine. He's been quiet since we got back from the Australia mission. New doctor says it's normal. Took some time off to be with him. Found a website where I could order salted licorice and troop waffles, whatever that is. Aaron's eating junk food and doctor's watching him, and I just checked and nobody finished their reports. What the hell happened in Australia? I'll call you. Like I mentioned, the memorial service for Charlotte will be Thursday at 10. Galena calls you, please let her know. She left me 2 phone messages but didn't leave a number, and I haven't been able to reach her. She might be self-medicating. It's okay, Galena. It's okay, let Galena have her bender. Remember that Aaron's appreciating all the care you're giving him, even if you can't express it right now. Keep being an angel. Question. Sorry for sidetracking you with a personal issue. Was there something you wanted me to ask? Or wanted to ask Harlan? Don't worry, I was just asking if you wanted to join me on a mission to Canada. But I could do it myself. Have you been in touch with Kiyoshi? He is in Australia too, and he's been asking for work. I'll call him. I heard you might be seeking a new team member. I am currently available. Can I call you Kiyoshi? Did I get your names right in the right order? Hi, I heard a mission from Australia was very rough. I can't believe how you pulled off that escape. The 3 of you mean. I'm sorry. Are you sure you wouldn't rather take some time like Aaron and Whew. So many emails. No need for time off. Let me introduce myself. My name is Dr. Victoria Boo-Boo, and I've recently been brought as a resource person by your group. Mr. Kiyoshi Takakori is under my care. Of course, details are confidential. Please be aware I do not recommend a return to active duty for my patient. Okay. Are you freaking kidding me? Dr. whatever Abstergo Airy project? The world's top expert on the bleeding effect? Is this some kind of Abstergo infiltration attempt? Because if this is not Layla... If so, this is not the Layla you are. This is not the Layla you are looking for. Oh, that's great. Layla, who definitely didn't leave Abstergo in hail of gunfire and shredded files. That's pretty good. Yep, that's me. I assure you, this is not a trap. It's a trap. Oh, they are totally referencing Star Wars. I assure you, I mean nothing of the sort. William Miles could update you if you require more proof of my current position. Oh, that is just fantastic. The 2 Star Wars codes. Sorry, I was making a joking note. It's a trap. Anyway, I'm good. Yeah, I got it. No, she got it. Are you sure you're ready for this? Dr. Boo-Boo is booked. You need to say you're not cleared for duty yet. Man. Well, I respect her medical opinion. I believe a return to duty is necessary. I can be of service to the assassins. Also, this assignment will give you something better to do other than sit in quarters and wait. I get you. You're the type who needs to work through your problems. I feel that. Okay, consider yourself on board. I'll just tell Dr. Daycare that you'll be doing a desk duty as my researcher, but feel free to get up from the desk and kick ass if you know what I mean. Okay. Man. Thank you for understanding. Dr. Daycare. Don't tell anybody, but that was her name back at Abstergo. She's in charge of putting kids through some super secretive branch of the Animus program. Well, teenagers, it's not that weird. They have pliable brains. And really, if I'd known about the Animus when I was a teenager, I would have given my left arm and right cerebellum to get in there. I see, thank you. Team effort. I know you're in charge of his treatment, but Kiyoshi's really keen on staying busy, so I told him you might let him be my backup for the next mission. It's a really short gig. I'll put him on desk duty as a researcher. I know Miles has a candidate, Alana. She sounds cool, but he's still getting her up to speed. Quebec City's safe as stone houses. Quebec City's safe as stone houses, and the trip will keep Kiyoshi out of trouble, you know. And this one. Your proposal could be acceptable as long as he's probably supervised and performs all light duties. Only light duties. So swing of blame and gotten a blessing to join your mission. I know a recent addition to your group, but I lived in Quebec for many years and I speak fluent French. Okay. There's this. She contacted me. Sounds like daycare. You're a funny guy. Man, all this stuff. There's a caper. Alright, I'm gonna have to look at all this later because there's just so much of it. Goodness.
Fascinating. Layla, can you believe we're meeting Herodotus himself?
I can. He sure does talk a lot.
Is there anything I can help you with?
What can you tell me about the book?
So, does what I'm seeing as Alexios match your research? I had to tweak the Animus to use what we have of the book as a reference.
That book is a lost work by Herodotus. He basically invented the concept of recording history. And other figures are matching up too. Cleon, Pericles. The chance to see the past firsthand is why I joined the Assassins.
Most people would talk about justice or leaping across rooftops, but history's cool too.
I've loved history since my grandpa told me stories about his grandpa back in Ireland. He was an adventurer and sailor, so I'm continuing the family tradition. I feel so lucky.
You make your own luck, remember?
Why do people keep telling me that?
What do you know about
So
Herodotus?
I've met Herodotus, but I don't know much about him.
He's brilliant. His histories are considered the foremost textbook of classical Greece. People have made their careers analyzing his words for some new perspective. To see him in his own world, walking in the polis, and... Sorry, but he's kind of a hero of mine.
You can fangirl all you want.
Yay!
That's enough.
I'll leave you to your work.
If you need anything, just let me know.
Okay. What else can we interact with? Let's not do that yet. It's a Motorola.
How's it going out there?
Well, no threats in view.
I'm glad we could work together again.
I believe our working methods are compatible.
Are you still upset about our last run-in with Abstergo? I'm sorry, I didn't realize those hills in Quebec were so steep. But hey, you and your Yakuza reflexes saved us. Sorry, ex-Yakuza.
We're all alive and our
Ooh, that's
injuries
cool.
have healed. That's what matters.
Of course, I'll return to the Animus, then follow the trail Herodotus left to find the staff. But there's so many possibilities, so many choices. There's no way to know which ones are right. You used to run part of the Japanese Brotherhood. What would you do?
Take things one step at a time, observe then act, or kill everyone and search their pockets for answers. You decide.
Thanks for watching our backs, Kiyoshi. I'll leave you to your work.
I'll report in if Abstergo drops by.
The Yakuza. That's fascinating.
Looks third echelon. Or is it fourth?
Oh, you should put it on and run around like a crazy person. Okay, random crap in here.
What? What?
It's that Raymond thing, which I've never played before.
Too bad we had to leave before we could drink some more caribou. Too bad we had to...
Okay, well that should be all of it other than... Oh, nope, here's one.
I wonder if the Fry twins would still recognize London. A rooftop's still a rooftop.
That's funny because Evie Fry is in my, what am I thinking? On my ship
Do you need something?
as a bonus dealio. Is it a
I'll
bonus
leave
deal?
you to your work.
If you need anything, just let me know.
Oh, I can't help myself. I want to read those emails. I love story. Love story. Okay. So let's just say crypto key. What was your try? So it's about the Quebec mission. Man, how did you manage that? Let's just say I left a crypto key under the doormat and Stereo escorted me out. Was your hunch right? Yep, just in time. They have a location, Notre Dame to Quebec, but can't find the relic. I'm sure it must be there. Guess they don't have a Catholic on their team like you do. No way, Quebec City, here we come. Okay, let's find out what happened in Quebec. Subject potential descendants. Those best to be recognized in 15th century. King Louis order was abruptly disbanded upon return to France. Operation redacted. Recollect these people. Location, Basilica. 4 centuries of treasures and archives here. 900 people buried in the cathedral. Excavation uncovered certain relics. Hidden relics. Search of the cathedral. Target not found. Agents have locations under surveillance. Next. Cathedral, Basilica Notre Dame de Quebec. Architectural masterpiece 1633. Historical landmark and a blood repository. Which is what they can use to use the new Animus. Okay. Area clear, salute to first responder. Nice work. Mia's got their story. Managed to get the gold paint off. Paint isn't a bother. It's the ring of the ears. I can't believe you pulled that off. If you can't believe in a golden Kiyoshi angel flying overhead, what can you believe? That's weird. Okay.
Hier soir, un cambriolage a eu lieu à la basilique cathédrale Notre-Dame de Québec. Heureusement, les dégâts au bâtiment historique sont minimes. Le secrétariat de la paroisse rapporte que les malfaiteurs sont partis en laissant derrière la cible du vol.
Reality as simulation. Took a deep dive into theories about our reality being a simulation, ended up in a weird end of the internet. I'm just gathering information at this point. Not at all I've found has been useful. It's hard to imagine a world we know being another layer of the Animus, but it makes sense in its own way. Oh, that's interesting. 10 religious artifacts with supernatural powers. Chili top 10. Miracles, just how real are they? These relics have some kind of story attached to them, good, bad, or divine. Don't forget to subscribe, follow our media, social media, buy some merch, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Random. The question mark. Secrets of ancient Greece revealed. Atlantis, where did it sink? And can satellite photos help us out? Don't miss. Was Herodotus an Illuminati puppet? Hercules, man or myth? Okay, this is just dumb. This one. This will be interesting. Simulation theory. Hey, we're Hive Mind. I was in Egypt recently and out with some friends when a topic of reality is simulation came up. It's a bit tinfoil hat, but interesting theory. So we have any academic resources on this. Here's an article written 2 years ago by a guy. Some more theories. Let's see, philosopher. Oh, April Fools. He's a science guy working on it. If you want a philosopher, check out Nick Bostrom on April Fools. Sometimes I think I'm living in a simulation. I'll set things down, move them on their own. Sometimes I think I see holes in my walls. They just go nowhere. Give me windows. Is your house made of Swiss cheese? Okay, that's sort of funny. Getting the team together. Oh, okay. Undercover potential high. Tourist hard to the Vatican. Not this time. Off duty for personal reasons. This is Alana Ray. Speaks English, Latin, Ancient Greek, Sanskrit, historian, rugby player. Is a rugby player. Combat aptitude not yet evaluated. Expertise on ancient documents and church construction could be valuable. Still in training. This is Kiyoshi Takakuri. He is, okay, hand-to-hand, blade weapons, firearm skills. He's former Yakuza. Undercover potential with cooking, gastronomic skills. Guest chef for Quebec restaurant or a food festival, yes. Make sure he doesn't overwork himself off a recent mission. He's off of a recent mission. And the doctor, Dr. Victoria Bibu, specialized in neural system approach to emotional memory function, personality structure, and psychopathology. Left to struggle after Ascendance event. Recruited by William Miles for unprecedented expertise. Assigned a mission, remember if you kill her, then you'll be unemployed. Man, okay, now we're packing for Greece. Let's get through this. Really, that was not important. Okay, random information. Herodotus and his work. Influential family. Forced to go into exile. Studied and wrote history. Gave public lectures. Greatest work was his history. Relies on interviews rather than records. Work is credited with saving a massive and valuable information. He wrote about Greece and surrounding areas. Some of his work was non-Greek culture spacious. You mean there was a tribe of cannibals in India that threw feasts with their deceased friends as guests on our main course? I'll say hard note of that. Let's hope his lost book doesn't include that kind of cultural glitch. I've been able to interpret first. So far, he doesn't mention a group of ancient geniuses who sound suspiciously like the Isu. Okay. The Lost Book is supposed to contain the story of Here to Out There, unknown hero who was a descendant of Leonidas I of Sparta. And we know the Spear of Leonidas is an Isu artifact. Leave that to me. Okay. We're going to be... Okay, Spear of Leonidas. Powerful and daily hand-to-hand weapon. Isu technology capable of multiple improvements. Unpredictable mental effects. Genetic memory storage, and passed down from Leonidas to his grandchild. Oh my word. Okay, who is Alethea? This is the interesting part. So the Isu, aka precursors, those who came before, they're humanoid and they're ancient. They have triple helix DNA and 6 primary senses. The Isu say they created Homo sapiens to serve them, and who knows if they're wrong. Sturgo classifies them as Homo sapiens divinus, though they waffle on whether they're gods or not. Waffle. Sometimes individual Isus say they aren't, but usually they act like they are. They like to give themselves god names anyway. Wait, weren't the ancient gods named after them? It's sort of a chicken or an egg situation. We know that the Isu had other names before they took on the ones we know, like Juno was also called Uni. And just to check, Alethea is not a goddess name, is it? You got it, Basili means truth. But if you ask Heidegger, well, not literally, he's dead. It means, well, actually, probably could through the animus. It means a disclosure of truth. He dedicated huge chunks of philosophy of defining exactly what that meant. What's the short version? Alethea is unconcealedness, as opposed to correspondence, which is truth as accurate definitions or for reality, or coherent, such as truth statements that are consistent with the rest of reality. Okay, I think I'll leave the philosophy to you while I handle tech. Deal. Works for me. That's a mouthful. Man, there is so much. The Capitoline Isu. So the next thing we realize is that there's Isu and then there's Isu. The main movers or shakers were the Capitoline Triad, Jupiter, Minerva, and Juno. Those 3 were scientists who formed a team to save the world from being destroyed by solar flare. They were like superheroes with ulterior motives. Jupiter and Minerva appeared to sympathize with humans, but really only seemed to make a move after the Toba catastrophe, nearly snuff us out. Juno was in it for the Isu, but mostly for herself. One of those world-saving solutions was the eye that killed Desmond, wasn't it? Exactly. Oh, it's about Desmond. He works short-term, but long-term seems more iffy. If iffy is a word, you can use it to when you're talking about the end of the world as we know it. Alethea did not seem to imply that reality was shifting or that multiple realities were shifting, calculations were made. I thought you were leaving me the philosophy. So, Juno. One of the most powerful Isu was Juno. She raised an army of followers trying to help her and her husband Aito get bodies. She wanted to move out of the gray or virtual existence in some kind of spiritual tech hybrid afterlife. And the Venus Project was going to do just that. The plan was so dangerous that neither the Assassins nor the Templars could take it on alone, so we teamed up. For a while. Layla, I heard from you about your colleague Charlotte in Delacruz. I'm sorry, so am I. Her question, so I know Mr. Berg used some special explosive to make sure there wasn't any DNA left. But wouldn't there be some trace of the Koh-i-Noor? I mean, you think some shards of such powerful artifact would have survived. Alana, when Berg blows something up, he blows it up with extreme prejudice. That site is sterilized. So another weird question. How did Kiyoshi, Galena, and Aaron get away? Too soon, Alana. Too soon. Okay. Almost done with this. Hermes, we don't know much about this Isu except that he was one. The Greeks and Egyptians both worshipped him. His special flowers called themselves the Hermeticis. The god Hermes, particularly in the form of Hermes Trismegistus, was all about magic and alchemy, and his staff is the inspiration for the Caduceus. In theory, he met Pythagoras and gave him his staff. We're betting a lot on that theory. We've extrapolated that the staff is the key to the Isu, equations of reality theory. Based on the information we got in Egypt, the Isu were arguments that understanding the mathematical rules of the universe is the basis of changing it. Are you convinced? I'm convinced it might be true, and that's enough to make the staff very powerful and very, very dangerous. The final page. Alethea. So who is Alethea? She, that's a guess, I didn't record her using any pronouns, called herself that. She has a grudge against the rest of the Isu for their godlier-than-thou attitude. The Isu, or the Isu, either way, unified front, showed cracks before, like that time Minerva entered argued in front of Desmond, or when Consus reached through time to attack the assassins behind Juno's back. But this is a new level of insubordination. Okay. So be by LA and AR. Okay. Fortunately for us, Alethea seems to be on humanity's side. Yeah, she reminds me of Martin Luther nailing his 95 thesis to the church door. Maybe this is the start of a great Isu schism. You've got a knack for naming things, you know that. Thanks, boss. Besides, she's a hacker. I like her. Hacking? Is that what she was doing to the retransmissions? Sorry. I realize that's more my department than yours. You heard the voice change, right? That's when the retransmission got hacked, replaced right under the other Isu's metaphorical nose. How do you think she did that? Good question. If you want to brute force the problem, try all the security protocols until you find one that works. Then lock everyone else out so they can't undo your work. If you're an analog, get a stronger transmitter, Mexican radio style. Alethea's big advantage is having all the time in the world to find a solution. Like Kansas, she seems to be able to see multiple times at once and communicate across them. That's cool. Or multiple realities. I only wish I could do that kind of multitasking. If anyone could, it would be you, boss. Alrighty then. What the crap is this?
The Lost Book of Herodotus. The Spear of Leonidas. If I didn't work for the assassins, I wouldn't believe it. I'm still not sure I believe it. But a little luck and a lot of research later, and we've got ourselves the archaeological find of the century. At least, we would if I could publish it.
Okay, we are done with that. Interact.
Are you sure you want to go back into the Animus right now? I get the impression you'll be there a long time.
Okay, so that's good that I did all of that, because I may not have been able to do it later.
I'm ready to go back to Alexios.
All right. I'll be watching your back.
Goodness. Going through the portal of time again. Let's go, let's go. This portal of time is taking longer than it should. Let's go. Come on now.
My spear is stronger now. The cult won't stand a chance.
Ooh, that's cool. Spear upgraded. Leonidas' spear. Upgrade the Spear of Leonidas here at the Forge of Hephaestus using artifact fragments. Upgrading it increases your adrenaline and unlocks more powerful abilities. Collect artifact fragments from defeated members of the Cult of Cosmos. Review the quest menu to track progress. So, the more cult dudes we beat up, the stronger our spear gets. Cool. Okay. So, second melee ability will unlock. I don't even know what that means, but okay. Alright, so we gotta go back and talk to Herodotus. I'm gonna take just a short break, so I will be right back. Actually, I don't like that one. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll use this transition screen. Alright, be right back. Okay. Well, it's like my camera got bumped. Oops. Little lower. Nope, that's not gonna work. Crap. Still not the way I want it. A little bit more. Alright, that's good enough. Let's go back to Herodotus.
Well, Herodotus will be happy. It's clear. Someone was here far before we were.
Yeah, that is true, Alexios. The Isu.
Did Leonidas know this place existed?
I feel like there's gonna be a battle or something after this.
Time to talk!
Oh, his sister. Interesting.
You're not hard to track.
Did you come alone? Are you alright? Cassandra, you're alive.
Don't touch me.
Oh, come on, little sister. You have to tell me everything. What's happened to you?
I don't have to tell you anything. I don't know you.
Well, I know you. It doesn't matter. There's more important things to argue about.
You're right. Like that stunt you pulled with the artifact. It got my attention, if that's what you wanted.
What? The artifact showed the truth. We're family. And we made it out of Sparta, alive.
Yes, it did show the truth. It confirmed what I always knew. You threw me off a fucking mountain!
If that's what you think, Cassandra, you must have hit your head on the way down.
I've heard the story, and not from a liar like you. And never call me Cassandra.
Right, Demos. Now her, I don't know.
She's a demigod, worshipped and feared by the cult and all the Greek world.
Sounds like a fantasy to me. Did the cult cook that story up too?
I'd watch your fucking mouth, or I'll shut it for you.
You didn't when you had the chance before, and I bet you won't now. This is stupid. We need to find our mother.
I'm not interested in reunion. I just want to know what you think you're doing.
Same thing as your cult. Looking for Myrrine, our mother.
They don't need her.
Your cultists think differently. She's their next target.
If they ever pursued her, it would be to kill her. But if you don't know where she is, that means she abandoned you too. How sad.
Even if we were abandoned, we survived. We can go back to the way things were if we can find her.
The cult has no interest in sentimentality or family. Its only aim is control.
I've never found Nikos. I killed. Huh. Okay. So why would we lie? Yeah.
If it's true they're after us, tell them they'll never find Nikolaos. He's off the map. Trust me, I've searched myself.
If I could find you, the other long-lost child of Nikolaos, then I can find him. And when I do, he'll wish he was thrown off that mountain.
I don't care what you think. I'll find Myrrine. Do the right thing. Come with me.
What?
We could find her. Together. You could help me.
Oh, you think friendship is the answer? Running around like lost children looking for dear mother. You're so weak.
It's responsibility, not weakness. I won't abandon the whole family just for spite.
Responsibility? Get off your high horse. The cult has a plan, and it won't be interrupted by the likes of you.
What are the cult's plans?
Taking your own mother isn't enough for them.
We're not abductors. We're political. Those who don't stand with us stand against us, and they pay for that mistake.
Like me?
Like you. I heard you're planning a trip to Athens. When you go, tell Pericles and his elitist scum they're next.
What do they want with our family?
The cult let Myrine live. They let Nikolaos live. Why kill them now?
Because you live. You brought this on her and yourself. The cult is powerful, but they're mortals. I have the blood of gods, so they think you do too. But they'll see how wrong they are.
I'm going after the cult, you know.
You've seen our numbers. You've seen what I can do, and you still think you stand a chance?
Try me.
So having guts runs in the family, does it? You claim we have the same blood, so let's see what you can do.
We still found each other, sister.
I told you not to touch me.
Demos! Malaka. Herodotus. He needs to know about this.
Make sure there's no random treasure here. Apparently not. Well, that was an interesting little dialogue with the two of them. Talk to Herodotus. What a bore, what a bore. Oh, hello. Let's grab that soft leather.
Well, was the legend true? Was it magnificent? What happened to you? And your spear?
Slow down, Herodotus. My spear is stronger now. I can feel it. You were right. There was some kind of artifact there. It showed me a vision of me and my mother.
So, the ancient civilization is real. Alexios, you have no idea the power you possess. All harnessed in Leonidas' spear.
That's not everything. Demos followed me here. The cult's already moving, she told me herself. They're going after us. My family. Pericles.
Why would she tell you? Unless it was a trap.
It doesn't matter. We have to get to Athens to warn Pericles. And we need to find my mother before they do.
Then, we go to the Pnyx. If Pericles is anywhere, he's there.
Alright.
In position for sailing!
Commander on board!
Let's look at the quest title. Oh, it's not even saying. Ah. Just looking for the main quest here, people. So we have upgrade the spear a couple more times, which will happen. Welcome to Athens. Part 2 of the chapter 4. So that part 1 took a while. Man, it took a long time. Mainly due to all the information on the laptop and everything else in Layla's office or hideout. My goal will be to focus just on the main story. Dude, get in my way. Alright. Reach Attica.
are treacherous around Chaos. We should be careful.
What? Charybdis and Scylla await at the bottom of the sea, I suppose.
No! Pirates! A lot of them!
Ha! Only pirates?
We've reached the island.
When you're ready, meet me at the Pnyx in Athens.
Okay. That's what I'll do. It's kind of all I am planning to do is main quest, so of course it has to be 1,000 yards away, or meters. Whichever measure, yeah, meters, we're using meters. Oh man, what a long travel we must go. It's boring. This part, actually, this kind of reminds me of the first Assassin's Creed, where you did have to do some traveling between cities. We are in Athens.
Athens. Let's see what this city has in store for me.
I could climb up. Get the synchronization point. The Acropolis. The statue of Athena. Do we have to climb the statue for our points? That we do. Yep.
The famous Acropolis. A testament to humankind's skill and craftsmanship.
What is he grabbing onto? Well, I just climbed up Athena's butt. Polly, want a cracker? Oh, that's kind of scary. Ooh, yeah, let's zip line. Or whatever. Bet that means I can jump. Oh, I thought there was gonna be like a little diving, you know, bag of leaves or whatever. Or flowers. This is one of many places I'd love to visit. Rome, Athens, Versailles Island, Scotland.
Η τραγωδία κινείται μεταξύ τριών βαθμίδων.
That was a long run.
draw near to our walls, but we must come together now for the glory of Athens!
Glory for you!
Friends, please! Just because the Spartans are near our walls does not mean we can act like them! A good crop! Shame the Spartans burned the fields where it grew! The Parthenon is glorious, Pericles, but at what cost? How many triremes could we have built instead?
We must not become divided!
We are divided! And the Spartans are winning! Act, Pericles, or I will!
Interesting.
Oh, good. You came. Things are worse than I feared. Cleon has turned the mob. We have to hurry.
Where?
To Pericles.
Δίνασε πάβει τούτο.
Stay back! He's no threat to Pericles. I assure you.
Ah, Herodotus. It's fine. Let them through.
It's good to see you again, Pericles.
And you as well. I only wish it were under better circumstances. And who's this?
Alexios.
Welcome, Alexios. And what did you think of your first taste of Athens?
You both made good points. Say nothing. You did great.
I think you and Cleon both made good points.
Good points aren't at all what the crowd seem to care about. They're afraid, and Cleon indulged their fear.
Pericles, we've come to...
We must choose our moment wisely, and speak our words more privately.
Fine. We've come to you on urgent business.
As does everybody.
I may have told Alexios you'd invite him to your symposium.
You'd ask me to exclude every Athenian and invite an outsider instead. You heard the crowd. They don't need another reason to hate me.
If he's working for you, maybe the prying eyes will see him as a servant.
I'm no one's servant.
Alexios, this is Athens. If you want something, sometimes you have to play a role.
And what exactly is it that you want?
Looking for someone.
I'm looking for a woman who's very important to me. Herodotus said a symposium could be useful for gaining information.
He would be correct. I can get you in, although I can't promise the information you seek will be found.
Just tell me what to do.
First, check on my colleague, Mediochos. He was meant to meet me today, and it's not like him to miss an appointment.
Done.
My friend, Phidias, needs to be taken out of Athens as soon as possible.
Anything else?
Yes. There's an ostracism vote taking place that could use your influence.
Metiochos. You said he was your colleague?
A politician and ally. He's one of my most loyal friends.
Phidias, the famous sculptor? What did he do exactly?
He stands accused of multiple offenses and is awaiting trial. You'll find him under close guard at his workshop.
What is ostracism?
Ostracism?
Exile is a term you may be more familiar with. Here in Athens, we vote between two people to decide who should leave.
It's between the sophist Anaxagoras and another man, on trial for impiety. My contact near the Agora will give you the details.
Let's get to it.
I'll do it.
I'll expect you to use discretion.
That went well. It isn't exactly an invitation, but the promise of one is just as good. Although I'm sure he'll still ask Aspasia if it's okay.
So long as it comes.
I got me a new pair of boots. These boots. quests. Which one do we want to do first? The closest one. A venomous encounter. Whoa, 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 whoa. There's... oh. Guess I need to mark it on the map, huh? I shouldn't need to, but whatever. Oh, there it is. It's had a hard time finding the icon. Go to Metiokos' estate.
Help me! Please, someone! By the gods! Why did it have to be snakes? Help me!
Is the door gonna open somewhere? Open the door. So I gotta find another way in, I guess. This is so annoying. Okay. There it is.
Hurry! Kill the snakes before it's too late!
Bad snakes. Oh my goodness, I died in 3 bites. Holy cow. That's ridiculous. Okay. Oh, come on now. Oh, so slow. That's one thing they could fix on this game, is make it load a little faster. Alright. Just jump. Snakes, snakes, why did it have to be snakes? They're throwing all kinds of lines in this game. The Star Wars jokes were awesome.
Someone! By the gods! Why did it have to be snakes? Help me!
What the heck? So you literally have to jump into the middle of this place. Alright.
Hurry! Snakes before it's too late!
Why are there so many snakes?
Oh man, that hurts. Alright. I ain't messing with you snakes. Jeez. Free the prisoner.
Blessed be the god that sent you here. I'd have been eaten alive if it weren't for you.
I don't think they'd eat you.
But they would have certainly killed me. So thank you.
I'm always happy to help someone in need.
The world could do with more like you. Especially now.
Pericles sent me. He was worried about you. Do you often get tied up and surrounded by snakes?
How can you joke about this? Thugs broke into my home, dragged me here, tied me up and surrounded me with these hideous creatures. They must be stopped.
The snakes?
The thugs!
Why would anyone do this?
Politicians are easy targets in these troubled times. When they tied me up, they said I was a snake. That I should die by my own kind.
Did you recognize the people who did this?
Pericles asked me to go down to the fishing district and talk with the poor and sick, to give them hope. That's how I recognized their voices.
Oh yes.
They threw rotten food and yelled insults at me. These thugs disguised their faces, but their voices and the stench of fish were unmistakable.
Where should I look?
I couldn't see their faces, but I recognized their voices from one of the districts I visited. They're regulars at Cleon's rallies. They live in the flooded part of the city, near the wall.
I'll track them down, Metiojos. Don't worry.
Tensions are high right now. At this rate, we'll tear each other apart within the city before the Spartans can breach the walls.
Okay. Step 2.
The part of Athens I doubt Pericles is proud to talk about. There has to be a clue around here somewhere. It looks like the thugs who attacked Metiojos weren't the masterminds behind this plot.
Okay.
Snake bites. And someone hid the body. Though I have a feeling this death was an accident.
Ah!
Snakes. Like the ones that were meant to kill Metiojos. This must be the house of Metiojos' attackers. But the letter proves they're just tools in someone else's plan. Whose?
What the fuck are you doing sniffing around my house?
You attacked Metiojos. I found the snakes, the letter from your friend, and a body. All here.
Ah, poor Actis. We all knew the risks. Change don't happen without a bit of blood being spilled.
Why kill Metiojos with snakes?
We're prisoners in our own city, because of Pericles and his crooked friends. The snake dealer told us it's time to send a message. Time they suffered.
You can't take the law into your own hands. Now I need to decide what to do with you.
Cleon says it's time we took the city back from the elite. Time to fight. Don't matter what you do to us. There will be others who follow our lead.
Tell me where you got the snakes.
I know someone gave you those snakes. They used you to do their dirty work. I want to know who.
He's a real hero of Athens. No puppet of Pericles is going to stop him.
Don't protect a criminal, or tell me, or else. Actually, tell me or else.
Tell me what I want to know, or I'll cut you down right now. Your cause will be forgotten, and so will you.
All right, all right. He's got a camp just outside the walls. Sells his snakes from there.
It's not too late to make a difference, but we have to work together.
Maybe you're right. You didn't have to show us mercy. But where do we start?
Start here. This district is your home. Ignore the politicians and concentrate on where you can make change.
Thank you. We will try.
Yeah.
Rid Athens of the snake
People don't
seller.
change their mind that fast. Look at our society right now. Excuse me. The port of Paris.
Let's hope no one notices me here.
Too close. You'll feel the sting of my venom. I'll end you, Mistios. You can't stop me.
should keep friends of Pericles safe.
Boom. Oh, I got a poison dagger. Cool. Let's equip it. Increased by 61. Yeah, I'll definitely equip that. Nice. Okay. Oh, snakes. Oh, snakes. And a random dead corpse. I got a piece of bread from a dead corpse. Gross! Oh, I really should have live streamed this when it first came out. Stop climbing too high. There he is.
Looks like your situation's improved since we last met.
The danger has passed for now. But while those monsters are out there, no one is safe.
A group of fishermen tied you up. They were being used by a snake dealer working for enemies of Athens.
What did you do with them?
I showed them the error of their ways and sent them on their way. They won't be bothering you again.
I'm glad no blood was shed. But how do you know they won't return?
I made it very clear that doing anything stupid would make me angry.
Well, that must have been a terrifying experience for them. Thank you for your help, Misthios. I'll be sure to mention this to Pericles.
Venomous encounter complete. Okay, let's go to the next one on our quest menu. Escape from Athens. Okay. Nope, gotta go inside. Where's the entrance? Oh.
Stop. I can't let you go any further.
It isn't often you see a guard outside of an artist's workshop.
I just do what I'm told, stranger. And until I'm told otherwise, no one is going in or out.
Stand aside. This is important.
So is keeping people out. Maybe you can see Phidias after his trial, if the people spare his life.
Pericles sent me.
Listen, I'm working for Pericles. He wants me to see Phidias.
Well, I'm working for the people of Athens, and they want Phidias dead. Now back off, or you're dead too.
Track me or fight. Well, that's a tough call.
Everyone has a price. How much track me is this going to take?
Depends how much you have.
Here,
I guess.
take it.
That'll do just fine.
Better get at least that much back
You
from
tell
the
anyone
quest.
I did this, and you're as good as dead.
Funny. I was going to say the same to you. Sorry about that.
How did you get past the guard? No one gets past the guard.
Relax. Pericles sent me.
Praise Athena. I knew he'd send help. I was worried they sent someone after me.
We need to get you out of
Sent me
here.
to get you out of Athens.
So he knows about the plot.
You mean the trial? From what I've seen, you don't stand a chance.
The people love me. I am the Phidias. But there are others. Look.
Malaka. It isn't a trial Pericles is saving you from. These are instructions to murder you. Who wrote this?
I don't know who to trust. I'm just an artist. I just wanted to create. Please, what am I to do?
First, you need to pull yourself together. You're on trial. The people are against you. And now I find that the cult want to kill you. I said pull yourself together.
Yes, of course.
Cleon said you're wasting the people's Rakmi. If he had his way, he'd serve them your head.
Cleon mentioned me? That's going to hurt Pericles. First impiety, now theft. After all we've done for this city.
You and Pericles seem close.
For Pericles and me, it started with our love of Athens. Our differences push us to greatness. That is true friendship.
All right, we need to go. Do you have any idea where I can take you?
South of Athens, there's an island called Seriphos. My friend Theras lives there. When I discovered the plot against me, I sent word to him. If anyone can help us, he can.
Good. Any clues he has of the cultist identities, I want them.
Yes,
Oh, cool. Yeah, we need more of those.
A guard!
I'll distract them while you sneak out. Meet me tonight to set sail for Seriphos. Don't show your face until you see me at the docks.
I understand.
You didn't really think I'd let you come and go as you please, did you? Now, where are you?
Trying to assassinate this guy. There we go. And I got my drop me back.
How are you still standing?
Spartan kick. Got some boots. Ain't near as good as my other boots, but I got some. I can go all the way back to the ship. Alright. Fast travel. Yay. I didn't have to run. That snow is coming down. Jeez. That's nice. Oh, man. November with snow. It's a little weird for where we're at. Oh, I just remember I need to take the mail out. Do that after this live stream.
So many boats. So many people. There must be enough food here to feed Kefalonia for a year.
Gotta wait till nightfall.
Good. You made it. I was beginning to worry.
I told you I'd get you out of Athens.
So you did.
Can your friend be trusted?
Theras and I have been friends for a long time. I just sent word telling him where to meet us.
Maybe they'll
Wasting time will only get us into trouble. Let's head to Serifos while we still can.
That's a long ways to sail. Alright. I'm sure there'll be some ship battles on this one.
That debris could be useful.
Grab the loot.
I never thought
to know of any approaching enemy ships.
I've left places I've called home. Ship your oars! Raise the sail!
Nope, getting too close.
Raise oars! Rhodotos. It's that island ahead of us.
Hopefully, the cult won't bother me now I'm out of Athens.
I feel like I'm gonna have to
We need to move before they hit us.
ship battles are fun. Hey, let's ram this guy. This'll be fun. Ramming speed! That ship has a lot more health to it.
Prepare for enemy fire!
Oh my.
Nothing to worry about now.
Question is yeah, there's some ships right here. Probably be a ship battle at this point, would be my guess.
This nice ship.
You don't have to do that.
Do what?
Fill the silence.
Oh, I wasn't trying to do that at all. I simply don't find myself traveling the seas very often.
It can be freeing.
Yes, freeing seems to be an accurate word. Although I've begun to feel a bit sick.
Lean over the side if you need to. Otherwise, you're cleaning it up.
Is your stomach turning as much as mine is?
You'll get used to it. We'll reach Serifos before long.
Is he gonna puke before we get there? Because that'd be kind of funny. Turn!
Get the oars ready!
Dock ship. Hora.
It's good to see you alive and well, Phidias.
And you, Theras. As you can see, I didn't get here alone.
Ah, yes. The kind and thoughtful hero you mentioned in your letter.
I'm glad I could get him out alive.
And for that heroism, I found some information on a man named Brisson who's plotting Phidias' early demise. Hopefully you can make something of this clue.
I can.
Please give Pericles my thanks and my farewell. And be careful. I still believe many in Athens are in danger.
Alright, we got the cultist clue. And a new bow. Oh, and I gained a level 2. Alright, well, let's pop on the bow. Boots, huh? These are warrior damage, damage with spears, hunter damage, damage to animals. Okay. Abilities. Alright, what do I want to do here? I ain't gonna worry about that. Battlecry areas. That's a cool thing. I haven't even used that ability yet. I should try that at some point. Increase hunter damage to 20%. No longer consumes standard arrows when using hunter abilities. Okay, we'll go with that one, I guess. Then that means I can get this one. Oh, I can shoot through shields. That's cool. Okay, map. Not staying here for the moment. We've got another mission in this location. Go do all that side questing later. Let's go. Loading, loading, loading. Okay. Quests. Ostracized. Oh, yeah, I could need. Got a new cultist that I can unlock. Or do I? Huh. That's weird. It's got the exclamation mark, but it doesn't show anything new. Usually it'll show like a little icon next to it if it's a new thing. That's a bit of a jump. Oh well, so's that one.
Oh.
The Athens Mint.
Careful. Don't want to be caught here.
All right. What's up, dude?
You must be the one Pericles sent.
I am. He said there is an ostracism vote, but didn't tell me what I'm here to do.
Of course he didn't. That's what I'm for.
If someone is exiled, can they return?
If they do, they'll be punished.
What does someone have to do to be ostracized?
Anyone seen as a threat to the city or the people is enough. And then it is up to the vote. Some have been ostracized for simply being more disliked than the person they're up against.
What's my role in this?
The votes have already been cast. We don't have long before they're counted. Take the Ostraka in this bag and exchange them with the ones currently under guard.
You want me to rig the ostracism?
We're rigging a vote.
And he has his reasons, I'm sure. Bring me the bag you took from the room and I'll take care of the rest.
No one will see me go in or out. Stay here.
So I'm supposed to be sneaky. The monument of the eponymous heroes. We're going to rig the vote. Reach the Logismus building in Agora. Well, we made it to the building. Uh-oh.
Want to be careful not to get spotted.
So why are there... Oh, switch the real Ostraka for the fake one. So there are two spots here. Guys, change of post or just hanging out? They're trying to take the same spot, and the other guy's in his way, so he's like glitched. Like, hey buddy, what's going on? Hey, that's ridiculous. We'll just leave them to their awkward situation. You saw nothing.
Is anyone there? Guess it was nothing.
So he is facing me. Those two are being weird. Got a guy there. I knock out those guys, but then it ended up being a real fight. And so I ended up killing them and probably messing things up. I'm going to turn around. There we go. And we can just knock him out. There we go. There we go. Looks like that soldier is just sitting there. Uh oh, there's a guy there. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, I messed up, didn't I? Alright, well that sucks. I'm not gonna kill anybody on this mission. Let's see here. They don't know where I'm at. Good. Or I will kill somebody. Oops. Forget it. I messed up already. We're just gonna do it the fun way. I'm sure that's gonna change how the quest end goes.
There he is.
Where? Oh, I gotta go in here. That's the problem. Still a loot. Got the real Ostraka. Where's the fake one? Up here, huh? That stinks. I could reload checkpoint, but I don't feel like it. Turn to the contact. I'm sure he's gonna be real pleased with me.
Hey.
Come on.
I'm stuck.
Yeah! Goods from all over the Greek world. You wouldn't think the city was besieged by an army of Spartans.
This will be interesting. Oops. You screw up, sometimes it affects the story.
It's done.
You work quickly.
What are you going to do with them?
Dump them in a well. Ah, it looks like the official has arrived.
I apologize for the delay. There was
Oh,
evidence
no.
someone attempted to tamper with the votes. Don't worry. The Ostraka are all accounted for. The votes were counted, and Anaxagoras is to be ostracized.
Oops.
Be slow to fall into friendship, but once you do, continue firm and constant.
Socrates.
It will be more difficult for me now that Anaxagoras must leave Athens. We were quite close, although he and Pericles were much closer. It's strange, Pericles wasn't here today to defend him.
Would Pericles normally defend someone?
A good friend? Of course. Yet, Anaxagoras seems pleased with the result. This day has brought more questions than answers.
You said you were close.
He was like a mentor to me. Many of my best thoughts came to fruition through our conversations.
Who are you?
Ask anyone and they'll tell you Socrates. But a name gives you nothing. Our actions determine who we are, and every action has its pleasures and its price. With that said, then, who do you claim to be?
My name is Alexios.
And still, I don't feel I know you. Perhaps I can find out who you are a different way.
You want to know me?
Knowledge is the one good in this world. Surely you agree?
Of course. Knowledge drives everything I do.
Then we are the same in that way.
Knowledge of when to attack, what weapon to use, or when to use reason instead of violence.
We seem to put our love of knowledge into practice quite differently.
I use it how I need to.
You are clearly someone who would do whatever you feel is necessary. Perhaps for drachmi, or maybe to further a personal goal.
That describes a lot of people.
I suppose I'm curious why you did it. How could I not be when you're the reason my friend is being forced to leave the only home he's ever known?
I think you have the wrong person.
You are claiming that you're the wrong person? Life's one true happiness is knowing yourself.
Even if I did know who rigged the ostracism vote, I wouldn't tell you.
And yet, I never said anyone rigged anything.
Socrates, there you are.
Here I am.
You're late. They're all waiting for you.
I wish to see Anaxagoras' fate, and so I have. Tell them I'm on my way. Well, it seemed our conversation is at its end. Although I hope it isn't the final one we have.
I wouldn't know. That's everything Pericles wanted. Time to return to him and find out what these Athenians
Ooh.
know about my mother.
I got twice the bounty on that. Alright, which is the main quest? That's what I'm concerned about. Okay. We found the prison.
There'll be trouble if I'm spotted here.
Come here, my horse.
Onward!
Loading, loading, loading. Alrighty then. Phoebe!
Alexios, it's you!
Phoebe?
You promised we'd see each other again, and now we have.
I also said stay out of trouble.
Which I have. Okay, almost out of trouble.
How did you even get here, Phoebe?
Well, I did make some drachmae working for Marcos.
So you paid someone to bring you to Athens?
Not exactly.
Phoebe...
I needed a drachmae for when I arrived. I couldn't use it all to leave, and I didn't want to wait any longer. So I sneaked on a ship. Don't worry, nobody saw.
I just can't believe you made it.
I don't remember much of Athens from when I was a baby. But every once in a while, something feels familiar. It's nice.
I can't believe you're here.
Me either. I can't believe we both made it to Athens. It's so much different from Kefalonia.
But what are you doing here?
I'm here to get you ready. I have to make sure you leave all your weapons and change into these clothes.
So, you somehow work here? For Pericles?
No, for Aspasia.
I don't understand why I have to change.
It's just what you do here. I felt weird at first, but you forget about it pretty fast.
And my weapons?
Don't worry, I'll take care of them. You don't want to scare people in there.
Well...
Maybe he does.
How is it you're working for Aspasia?
Well, I did get into a little bit of trouble after I got to Athens. I may have been a leader of a small group of orphans that tried to cheat Aspasia. We didn't know it was her, though.
And you convinced her to hire you?
No, she asked me on her own.
That was lucky. I think I'm ready to go in.
You can't. Not like that, anyway. The Athenians like it best when you try to fit in. But don't worry, I have just the outfit for you.
I'll get changed. Promise you'll take care of my things.
Yep. Leave your weapons in the corner, and I'll come back when you're done.
Fine. Pericles welcomes you to his symposium.
I feel uncomfortable in this.
Now you look like everyone else.
You say that like it's a good thing.
It is. If you want them to take you seriously, this is the easiest way. Trust me.
Is that everything?
You're all ready to go in. Don't worry. You've done scarier things than this.
I'm struggling to think of any right now. Are you sure I can't keep just one weapon with me?
No weapons. Now hurry and go in. Oh, and don't leave without saying bye.
Or if you'll have to chase his weapons. Someone may try to steal him.
Here, Alexios. The mighty mercenary and traveler has finally made his grand entrance. Only slightly late, too.
Herodotus, Athenians have no problem letting me know when I'm not welcome. It's a relief to see your friendly face.
Don't let the company here tonight intimidate you.
I won't.
Pericles is no king. He needs these guests to love him so that the people love him. And they, in turn, need Pericles. You're no different from any of them.
Do you really think these people will help me?
They will if you get them to trust you. And you've wisely dressed for the occasion. Appearing trustworthy is the most important part of being trusted, after all. Now then, come, let me introduce you to everyone. They may not look it, but this group holds the way to the future on the tip of their opinionated tongues. Ah, Sophocles and Euripides, for example. Two of the most celebrated playwrights to date. No one can throw stones as far as they can. They appear to be locked in some kind of intellectual struggle, as is their way.
He's a writer of comedies, of all things. Comedies, Euripides.
I've heard of Sophocles. In my line of work, it pays to know who the richest and most famous men are.
Hermippos has also written his fair share of comedies.
You should drink more.
Lately, his attitudes have garnered him more notice than his works. However, the fellow beside him, Protagoras, is a sophist worthy of as much praise as the great Socrates himself.
Inviting Socrates seems like a good way to ruin everyone's night. I'm surprised they would let him in the door.
Oh, don't let Socrates get under your skin. At least he wore shoes for the occasion. And the poor thing gesticulating like an ape is Thrasymachus. If you listen closely, you'll notice he and Socrates are actually arguing the same points. But the wind from his wild gestures deafens him to critique.
That isn't at all what I mean.
Where is Pericles?
Oh, he never attends his own parties. Which reminds me, there's something I need to get his help with.
Vile Socrates, always appearing where I least expect him. Warrior, protect me from his amorous gaze. Oh, Alcibiades, this is not a time for jealousy, but for love.
Yeah. Gross.
Let's not use Alcibiades as an example. Be good and don't drink too much. So, tell me, what does a Misthios like you think of a party like this?
This is going to be a long night. Parties should be about vomiting up blood, not vomiting up poetry. These people are so clean.
If these guests aren't to your own unique tastes, then just focus on why you came here in the first place.
Thank you, Herodotus.
Now, if you'll excuse me, Pericles is here somewhere, and I need to prepare him. If he's alone, I'll tell him what your sister said.
Agreed. Pericles needs to know. I'll stay here and look for clues.
I hope they know something about your mother.
Me too.
Okay, now gathering information.
A new face in Pericles' abode! Ha! That in itself is a remarkable thing. You must have seen me doing my impression of Cleon. I call it the Orange Ape. Tell me, what does it think?
Don't call me it. I have a name.
I am called many things. It isn't one of them.
What do you call yourself then? Creature of many names?
Alexios.
I wouldn't peg you as an Alexios. But never mind. I'm Aristophanes, and this man is Evripidis. Oh, go on. Introduce yourself.
I'm Evripidis.
For a playwright, you're not much for words.
Good men lead quiet lives, as old Evripidis likes to say. Don't you, Evripidis? Now, if you'll excuse us, I was just about to dazzle this old dog with my impression of Pericles. I call it the wooden board.
The man is your host.
Under every stone hides a politician, I always say. And Pericles is no different. It's come back for more. Care to see my impression of Protagoras? I call it the flapping bladder.
I'm sure he wouldn't.
Well, if you'll excuse us, I'm working on my impression of you. I call it the pretty monkey.
I'll punch him in the face.
Yes, you come and talk to this infuriating air-blooder. I've had my fill. Perhaps later. First, explain to me your point again. And so it isn't the rich and powerful, but the gods who are the source of justice. What?
Okay.
I suppose you've come in here to mock me for my fight with Evripidis.
Spare me. I'm only looking for clues to help me find a Spartan woman.
A Spartan woman in Athens. Sounds intriguing. Though, if you expect me to notice someone other than myself, you expect too much. You could talk to Evripidis. He's the second most worldly man here. That pediculous, xanthodontus exothalmic Morosov. But he doesn't talk without a drink.
I have no idea what that meant.
No, you don't.
You want to get Evripidis drunk. Are you hoping he's going to make an even bigger scene than you did?
Ha! We both know that's not possible. But you're a feisty one, to say the least.
All right. If nothing else, this party could use the help.
You'll need to pick the right wine for this task. The kitchen should have what you need. Let me know when Evripidis is done in, and I'll slip away unseen.
How do you know Pericles?
I believe you mean to ask me, how does Pericles know you? I'm the greatest dramatist in the land, mentor to Evripidis, lover of Asclepios, father of theater, and so on, and so on.
I'm sure it's a real honor to have you hiding in his kitchen. You're awfully worked up over Evripidis. You sure you're just friends?
I'm never just anything, foreigner. Though I confess, Evripidis and I hold a bond deeper than brotherhood. Why he slams it with that banal young plaything, Aristophanes, I will never know.
I'll get the wine.
Wonderful. Now, if you want some friendly advice, Aristophanes cannot stand sweet wine. I've seen what it can do to him. Absolutely, horrifyingly delightful.
It wouldn't be a party without someone losing their stomach. I'll let you know if your plan worked.
Save for that arrogant playwright. I don't see many distinguished guests in here. Can I help you with something?
I'm here for your sweet wine.
Yes, take it. But get out of my kitchen. I'm very busy, you know.
How's Evripidis? Drunk, I hope.
I'll get the wine.
Wonderful. Now, if you want some friendly advice, Aristophanes cannot stand sweet wine. I've seen what it can do to him. Absolutely, horrifyingly delightful.
It wouldn't be a party without someone losing their...
Care for another impression? My favorite is Sophocles.
That one isn't funny.
When I need to relax, I start to fight. For you, though.
Quickly! Bring him some wine so that he might say something clever.
After my argument with Sophocles, I think I'd rather keep my head clear.
You should have a drinking competition. I'm here to serve you. Why don't you help me first?
I'm only here because I'm searching for someone.
And yet it gave us the distinct impression it was here to fill our wine. Let's focus on that first, shall we?
You and Aristophanes could both use a drink. Let's play a game.
A competition?
Ah, wonderful idea. Everybody seems quiet, but he never turns down a challenge.
Well, if you brought us some wine, I wouldn't be opposed to showing this young one how we Argives drink.
Let's conjure Dionysos, shall we?
This is pure swill.
Amateur. In my day, this would be considered nectar of the gods. Another round!
Ready for more?
Yeah, I can hardly stomach this pig's piss.
I could outdrink both of you with one hand. Let's have some more.
You ready for another?
This wine is terrible.
I like you. Who brought you here?
I brought myself. I'm on the trail of a woman who fled Sparta a long time ago.
Fled? Why?
She lost 2 children. She had no choice.
She fled to heal a broken heart. Euripides, write her into a play.
I've heard Spartan mothers go to a sanctuary in Argolis to beg Asclepios for his divine pity. I should know, it's my home.
After what she went through, I'm not sure she would trust priests.
Then she sought my friend, Hippocrates. He's a physician, best of the best. He still keeps his office in Argos. If she went to him for help, there's no doubt he'd have given it.
I love getting drunk and singing. Come back if you want to sing with me.
I'll think about it. Hippocrates in Argos. Here I come.
How's Euripides? Drunk, I hope.
You can stop hiding in here. Euripides won't notice you coming out. He won't notice anything.
Hiding? Heed this. War has come to Athens. First they take our homes, then they take our heads. I intend to be found with at least my dignity intact. Or what's left of it anyway. If you see Pericles, tell him I said thank you for another colorful evening.
Okay. Drink up completed. There's another one that said it would crease me out, but oil and love. In the safety of Pericles' abode, people could indulge in more fanciful whims, so it was with Alcibiades' ward. Pericles' ward, who intended to spend this entertaining his night to self and others. Okay. So now I gotta get information from this guy. Ew, I'm afraid of what's gonna happen next. There's a goat in there.
Someone's been hurt. Open this door, or I'll kick it in!
Don't mind her.
Gross.
She likes to watch.
Gross.
Look at you. Such authority. Such aggression. I can see why Pericles has taken such an interest in you. Did you come to join us?
It sounded like someone was in pain.
Well, it can sometimes be hard to distinguish between sounds of pleasure and pain. Had I known you were going to knock, I would have left my door wide open for you.
Gross.
I only came to this symposium to find someone.
Sounds like we can help each other then, doesn't it? You fetch us a bit of oil, I help you find who you're looking for. Maybe they're in here.
She's not in there.
I think I'll check all the same.
After your display earlier, it's probably safer I get the oil.
Obedient, too. I knew I liked you. Don't take too long. If you don't get the oil soon, all our...
I did not mean to do that.
Dionysus, there you are. Everyone else here is boring. Let's play a singing game. You like to sing? You like to sing.
Alright.
Let's do this.
Drinking song.
I want to play too, but who should start?
Let's start with
Euripides
Euripides.
should start. It was his idea.
Fine, fine, but let's do a good one. A battle song?
Is there any other kind?
At the flick of a limb comes Aspasia's whim, and Pericles' walls aim to contain us all within.
What Spartan families lose, they lose for duty. When Spartan fathers refuse, they refuse beauty.
But the dangerous part are the Athenian darts who go for the meat when they should go for their heart.
Oh, so bring your merchants and bring their butlers. If they be sons, they bring their fathers. This is war, war, war.
Bring your murderers to the crimson quiver. Bring the helots if they be spillers. It is war, war, war.
Collect your weak and collect your sinners. Line them up at the Farling's dinner. This is war, war, war.
If they want blood, then blood you'll give them.
Or stab their guts and let them spill it. This is war, war, war.
The stupid sweepers, the genius teachers, all just meats and juice and liver.
So grab your spears and grab your daggers. Plunge them deep in. Heroes they'll make us. This is war, war, war. This is war, war, war.
War, war, war.
War, war, war.
Enough, enough. You're a great singer.
The best. You should act in my plays.
Here, take this to remember the occasion. This party has turned out much better than I ever could have expected.
Oh, I got paid for singing. That's funny. Ugh. Something went wrong with my YouTube.
Just can't stay away, can you? Did you bring the oil?
I come bearing gifts.
We're saved! Today, these women grieved for their sons, and these men worked the wall. But tonight, we forget all of that. Let's have some fun! What do you say? Care to join us?
No thank you.
Now it's time for you to help me, Ali. I'm looking for someone.
All business right until the end. I like that.
Focus. I'm looking for a woman who fled Sparta a long, long time ago.
fled Sparta. No one flees Sparta. But let's pretend she did. If she were stupid, she'd be dead. If she were smart, she'd do what Aspasia did. She'd earn her independence. The smartest and most resourceful women I've ever met have been in Corinthia.
Corinthia, okay.
Pieterra? I've heard they play some sort of role in Corinth, but I assumed it was the same as any other city.
Oh no, these women are unlike any other you'll meet. A force, and the only ones there with any smarts.
Ali! Come back inside!
Ooh, the celebration continues. When you reach Corinth, find Anthusa. No one goes in or out of the city without her knowing. Until we meet again, warrior.
Anthusa in Corinth. It's not much, but it's a start.
Oil and love. Complete. Okay. Oh. Next part of the quest is talk to Socrates.
Ah, if it isn't the one who agrees that knowledge is most important.
I think we agreed our use of that knowledge couldn't be more different.
Ah, you remember. Perhaps our conversation can continue.
You really intend to use this young destruction to avoid the point being argued?
If you've been arguing this long and you haven't agreed yet, just give up.
We're discussing the nature of rulers. We're better to do so than here. I'll ask you the same question I asked Thrasymachos. Would you agree that the act of ruling is an art?
It is an art, as all worthy undertakings are. That is not up for argument.
Yet, medicine is for the betterment of the patient, and not the physician. Carpentry improves the building, not the builder.
Hi, Ahmed.
Then, is the art of ruling not for the betterment of the ruled rather than the ruler?
Don't be absurd!
Rulers
I've seen
unjust.
enough of the world to know that there are no just rulers. Even Pericles is self-serving.
Is a Spartan general who brings order to his troops, thereby saving his own life, self-serving?
Okay.
I'm not sure that's the case.
Ruling a city and fighting
I'm
in
doing
battle
all right.
are
How are you?
different things.
By practicing the art of war, doesn't the general guarantee some of his troops a ferry ride to Hades, when a swift retreat would save all their lives?
Contradicting yourself, or I'm done talking about this. I'm done
I've
talking
already
about
had
it.
conversations like this with you, Socrates. I'm not in the mood to spend the rest of my night standing here.
I'd never ask you to do such a thing. You said plenty, and I feel I know you even better now.
Go while you still can. Perhaps you've loosened his ears to my point. Aspasia.
Okay. Oh my. Lexos is gonna have a hard time with this.
I couldn't help but notice your talent for debate. Well done.
Socrates is an interesting character.
Ah, Phoebe. Pericles has retired to the balcony already, has he? His ability to sneak off and sulk is second to none.
I can go get him, and Alexios can help. Everyone listens when he talks.
That'll be fine. Run along. Alexios will be right behind you.
Oh, let me think.
Now, allow me to introduce myself. My
Waiting
name
for
is
this game.
Aspasia. I had to go to great lengths to cover up your work in Megaris.
I'm enjoying the story a lot. some of the travel stuff is a bit excessive. The side questing, you can side quest for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. So I think for that part, like definitely out of 5, I'd probably give it a 4.5. Except I'm not sure how long it's going to take me to do all the side questing. Like I love to have the open world side quests, but at the same time, I'm just like, if it's going to be excessive for getting the trophies, that'll annoy me. But if it's not too bad for the trophies, then it's not too big of a deal. So, but as far as the story goes, 5/5. I really love the story a lot. So,
I did what I had to, and I do it again. I make no apologies.
We do what we must
I
to
GameFly,
survive,
so I
and
didn't
there
buy
is
the
no
game.
shame
I
in
just got
that.
it in from GameFly.
It's how you got here, how I got here. The clothes, they fit you well, I trust.
So, if I was to rate it in regards to would I buy the game versus just renting it through GameFly, let me think about that for a moment. I would probably buy it, but I probably wouldn't buy it until it went down on sale. Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah, that's the question. So, it's fun, but I have a feeling for me, I'm going to play it once. I'm going to beat everything and do everything in it and get my platinum, and I'm probably not going to play it again. So, as to where other games like God of War, I replayed God of War multiple times, and other games like that. So, would I buy it? Personally, would I buy it? No, but that's because I'm an avid GameFly person, so I wouldn't buy it until it was on sale, probably $20, $30. For me, anyway. But I pay my $16 a month, play any game at once, so.
These may be the nicest clothes I've ever worn, but I feel a bit uncomfortable, to be honest.
You never really get used to them. It seems we have the attention of the entire room without a single eye being fixed on us. If you'd like to talk, do it now, and do it discreetly.
One thought about this, though, most of the Assassin's Creeds are kind of one play and go, except for the Ezio series. I've replayed the Ezio series many, many times. And the first game, but not the others. I don't think I've replayed any of the other Assassin's Creed games. So for replay value, I wouldn't buy it because it doesn't have great replay value. At least I don't think it does. Except this one's different, though. Sorry, I mean, this one's a little different in that the choices you make in the game can affect the ending and what outcome of what happens in the storyline. So there is replay value if you want to play the different endings, I think. Just depends on, you know, if the game's worth playing over and over again.
I've been searching for a woman named Mirini, my mother. I think she may be in danger, and my search brought me here.
What clues do you have
I'd say
to
I'm
her
kind of
whereabouts?
iffy.
A physician named Hippocrates may have seen her in Argos.
He's a good man. If you find a woman named Agathi there, do let her know Aspasia sends her regards. What else?
Alcibiades gave me the name of a woman in Corinth.
I'm sure he did. My dear friend, Anthusa, is the only one I know who's enjoyed a life in Corinth through legitimate means. Mostly legitimate, anyway.
That's all I have.
There is another option. In a former life, when I needed something done or someone found, I contacted a friend. An admiral of a sort.
What's his name?
Her name is Xenia. When we last spoke, she was in chaos. A word of caution. When you go to her, be on your guard. Sea life makes a monster out of most people.
Thank you, Aspasia.
When you're done, return here. Together, we will find who you're looking for. Now do me a favor and get Pericles to come down here and greet his guests.
Yeah. So there is a bit of, like I was trying to say, there was a... You can either choose between playing Alexios or Cassandra, and then their lines are all about the same from what I'm gathering. Because I kind of looked it up, I was curious about that. So that doesn't change much, but your actions and how you answer certain things do change the outcome, but I think only for significant things, like the ending, of course, so. I don't know which way to go. Ah, there we are. I think the game's fun, but for me it'll probably be once. One playthrough. Just totally worth my $15, $16 for GameFly.
Alexios! I didn't send for you. No matter how you've dressed for my party, Phoebe shouldn't have let you in.
Aspasia sent me. Don't blame Phoebe. Stop hiding from your guest. We'll see with
Aspasia
Aspasia.
told me to come find you. She wants you to come down to the party.
She says I don't interact with our guests enough. But these parties aren't for me. Technically, you're a guest. If you join Herodotus and me, that should be enough for her, don't you think?
You really don't want to go downstairs, do you?
When your days are spent speaking in front of crowds, you begin to crave these moments of silence.
Or as silent as I let it be, at least.
So, I have something to tell you. Why did you want Phidias to escape? Why did you ostracize your own friend? Why would you send Metikos somewhere dangerous? I'm just
Your
keep
life
going.
is in danger.
Yes, Herodotus was saying. This cult doesn't worry me. I have my life threatened by far worse people every day. My true concern is Athens. I fear for her future.
So you should take this threat seriously, or I'd be worried about Athens too. Take this threat seriously.
The Spartans aren't your real concern, Pericles. The cult is coming, and they're bringing their strongest weapon.
Listen to him, Pericles.
The Spartans are immediate. A cult's threat is ambiguous.
I'm related to one of the cult members, and I believe her when she says they're coming after you.
Sound counsel to consider. I'll be sure to let my men know, regardless.
Aspasia sent me to see what's taking you so long.
Tell Aspasia I'll be right there. I suppose this is where our conversation ends. Thank you again for helping me. I hope my guests are able to help you in your search.
Time will tell.
Oh, Odyssey or Origins? Well, for me, I'd rather buy Origins first because it takes place first, and I bet you'll get it cheaper. That's where I would go. They should connect at some point between the two games. But yeah, no, I would definitely go Origins first, just because play them in order. And Origins is the first. I can't jump off anything right now. It's acting like I'm incapable of doing anything. That's kind of lame. Okay. Origins was fun. I did enjoy playing Origins, and it's just a new flavor for Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Or it's a new flavor for Assassin's Creed, and Origins starts some things in the modern day stuff that continues into Odyssey. So definitely Origins first.
Only of conversation. I think that's the most talking I've ever done.
See?
Or watch
You
the
didn't
story
need a
on
weapon
YouTube.
After all. Are you leaving?
I've had enough Athenian hospitality to last me a lifetime.
You get used to it. It's nice. What are you going to do now?
Where am I going to go? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's just start with the top
There's
one.
a woman on the island of Chaos that I need to meet. I think I'll head there first.
I've heard there are pirates there.
I'll be sure to be careful.
Good. Before you go, I heard something from Aspasia about Kefalonia.
What is it?
She said there was some sort of plague. You don't think... My friend, the blood fever.
Don't think like that. Whatever happened on Kefalonia isn't our fault. I'll go myself and find out if this plague even happened, okay?
Okay, thanks. I knew I could count on you.
So that right there was one of the things that affects the story. Like early in the game, I saved a family that I probably shouldn't have, and then it's caused a plague to happen on the island. It doesn't change significant story components, but it does change story.
I'm happy here. And this isn't Kefalonia. That means you'll be back.
That's very true.
Plus, I really like working for Aspasia. She says she has a mission for me.
I'll see you soon, Phoebe.
Bye, Alexios!
Letter to the Master. Pericles Symposium is complete. Multiple quests accepted. Okay. Does it still say that I'm on... Okay, we're on a new chapter. So, let me double check something real quick before I mess around with that. Yeah, we are on a new chapter. So, this is going to be the end of this live stream. I need to take a break anyway. So, because this live stream's been going on for almost 3 hours. Anyway, so yeah, if you're still there, Ahmed, I would definitely go Origins first. Origins starts with like the new play style for this series, where it's so much more open world, and it's kind of fun. You get camels and different things, but the story's real neat. So at least that's my recommendation. So hope I was helpful. But yeah, I'm gonna end this now. So thanks for watching, guys, and hopefully, you know, subscribe, hang out, chat with me, ask questions anytime, add comments. So have a good one.